The Himba tribe, primarily located in the arid region of northern Namibia, is known for its rich cultural heritage and distinctive way of life. With a population of around 50,000 people, the Himba are semi-nomadic pastoralists, largely reliant on livestock for their sustenance. Their traditional lifestyle is deeply intertwined with their environment, as they move with their herds in search of grazing pastures and water sources. One of the most striking aspects of the Himba culture is their unique approach to identity and appearance. Women of the tribe are easily recognizable by their intricate hairstyles and vibrant attire, often adorned with jewelry made from natural materials. The use of otjize, a mixture of butterfat and ochre pigment, is a defining characteristic for Himba women. This substance not only protects their skin from harsh sun exposure, but also signifies beauty and status within the community. The Himba tribe has maintained many of its customs despite external influences from modernization and globalization. Their social structure is matriarchal, with women playing crucial roles in maintaining family ties and cultural practices. In this society, women have considerable autonomy, which is reflected in their choices regarding relationships and sexuality. Visitors to the Himba region are often struck by the open-minded attitude towards sexual relationships within the tribe. This aspect of their culture is rooted in historical practices that emphasize communal living and social bonding. Sexuality is not merely viewed through a Western lens of romance. Rather, it serves as a means of connection among individuals within the community. As tourism has increased in recent years, the Himba tribe has become more accessible to outsiders. This interaction provides valuable opportunities for cultural exchange, but also raises questions about the implications of these encounters. While some visitors may seek experiences that align with the tribe's sexual openness, it is essential to approach such topics with respect and understanding. Overall, the Himba tribe offers a fascinating glimpse into an alternative way of life that challenges conventional norms surrounding gender and sexuality. Their rich traditions and unique societal structures invite deeper exploration into how culture shapes human interactions and relationships. As we delve further into this topic, we will uncover more about the lives of Himba women and their role in this captivating cultural landscape. In the Himba tribe, sexuality holds a profound cultural significance that extends far beyond mere physical relations. It is woven into the very fabric of their social interactions and community dynamics. Within this society, sexual relationships are often viewed as essential for fostering connections and strengthening bonds among individuals. Unlike many Western cultures where sex can carry heavy emotional or moral weight, the Himba perspective is more fluid and communal. For the Himba, sexuality is not just an act of intimacy, it is a means of establishing trust and camaraderie. Engaging in sexual relationships with visitors can be seen as a gesture of hospitality, signaling openness and acceptance. This practice creates a bridge between different worlds, allowing outsiders to experience an aspect of their culture that might otherwise remain hidden. The act itself becomes a shared experience that transcends language and cultural barriers, promoting understanding and appreciation. Moreover, within the Himba community, sexual expression is often tied to rites of passage and social status. For young women, engaging in sexual relationships can signify maturity and readiness for adult responsibilities. In this context, sex is not stigmatized. Rather, it is part of a natural progression in life. Women have agency over their bodies and choices, which can empower them within the framework of their society. The communal aspect of sexuality also serves to reinforce social ties. Relationships formed through sexual encounters often lead to deeper friendships and alliances, contributing to the overall cohesion of the tribe. This interconnectedness is vital for survival in the harsh environments where they live, fostering cooperation and mutual support. It is important to recognize that these practices exist within a specific cultural context that may differ significantly from Western norms. What might seem unconventional or even controversial to outsiders is part of a rich tapestry of customs that define the Himba way of life. Understanding this cultural significance requires an open mind and a willingness to appreciate diversity in human experiences. As we continue to explore the lives of Himba women and their relationships, we will delve deeper into how these practices shape their identities and influence interactions with both fellow tribe members and visitors alike. The nuances of these relationships reveal much about the values that guide the Himba people and their approach to life in a rapidly changing world. Visitor interaction with the Himba tribe presents a unique opportunity for cultural exchange, marked by openness and curiosity. As tourists venture into the Himba's arid homeland, they are often struck by the tribe's distinctive lifestyle and customs, particularly regarding their approach to sexuality. The Himba women's willingness to engage with visitors in intimate ways is not merely about physical relationships. It is deeply rooted in cultural practices that emphasize hospitality and community connection. For many visitors, this interaction can be eye-opening. They come to understand that engaging with Himba women is part of a broader cultural framework where sexual expression is seen as a natural and communal facet of life. This perspective often contrasts sharply with more conservative views, prevalent in many Western societies, allowing for a rich dialogue about differing beliefs surrounding sexuality, relationships, and personal agency. When visitors participate in these exchanges, they are often welcomed into the tribe's social fabric. This inclusion fosters mutual respect and understanding, creating an environment where both parties can learn from one another. Tourists share their own experiences and perspectives, while Himba women offer insights into their lifestyles and the significance of their customs. This reciprocal sharing allows for a more profound appreciation of cultural differences and similarity. However, these interactions also raise important ethical questions. It is essential for visitors to approach these experiences with sensitivity and respect, recognizing that they are engaging with real individuals who have their own lives, stories, and cultural heritage. Many Himba women assert their autonomy in these interactions, making conscious choices about who they engage with and how. Therefore, it becomes crucial for outsiders to understand the nuances of consent and agency within this context. In addition to fostering personal connections, these encounters can also have broader implications for the Himba community. Increased tourism can bring economic benefits, but may also challenge traditional ways of life. The influx of visitors can lead to both positive and negative changes within the tribe as they navigate the complexities of modernity while striving to maintain their cultural identity. As we delve further into the dynamics of visitor interactions with the Himba tribe, we will examine how these relationships shape perceptions on both sides and influence the ongoing dialogue about culture, sexuality, and identity in an increasingly interconnected world. To fully understand the cultural practices of the Himba tribe regarding sexuality, it is essential to explore the historical context that has shaped these customs. The Himba people are descendants of the Hero tribe, and their way of life has been influenced by a series of historical events, including colonialism, land conflicts, and interactions with neighboring groups. During the late 19th and early 20th centuries, Namibia experienced significant upheaval due to German colonization. The Himba, like many indigenous tribes, faced pressures from colonial authorities who sought to exert control over land and resources. This period of colonization led to profound changes in traditional lifestyles and social structures. As the Himba navigated these challenges, they maintained a distinct cultural identity characterized by resilience and adaptability. One notable aspect of this historical context is how interactions with outsiders have influenced Himba customs. As tourism began to flourish in the late 20th century, visitors from around the globe started to arrive in search of authentic cultural experience. This influx created new dynamics within the community, particularly regarding sexual relationships. The Himba's long-standing practices of openness towards sexuality became more visible to outsiders, leading to a complex interplay between tradition and modernity. The role of women within the Himba tribe has also been shaped by this historical backdrop. Historically, women have held significant power and influence in their communities, responsible for managing households and making crucial decisions related to family and community life. This empowerment is reflected in their approach to sexuality. Women exercise agency in their relationships, choosing partners based on personal preference rather than societal pressure. Furthermore, the impact of globalization cannot be overlooked. As information about the Himba tribe spreads through media and travel narratives, stereotypes and misconceptions often arise. These portrayals can oversimplify or distort the richness of Himba culture, reducing their practices to mere sensationalism. Despite this, many Himba women actively engage with visitors on their own terms, using these interactions as opportunities for dialogue and cultural exchange. As we continue to explore the lives of Himba women and their sexual autonomy, it becomes clear that historical factors play a crucial role in shaping contemporary practices. Understanding this context enriches our appreciation of their culture and highlights the resilience of a community that continues to adapt while honoring its traditions amidst changing times. Personal stories and experiences from visitors to the Himba tribe offer valuable insights into the complexities of interactions with Himba women and the cultural dynamics at play. Many travelers arrive with preconceived notions about what to expect, often influenced by media portrayals that emphasize sensational aspects of tribal life. However, first-hand encounters often reveal a more nuanced reality. One traveler recounted their journey into the Himba community, initially drawn by curiosity about their customs. Upon arrival, they were greeted warmly by the tribe, who welcomed them into their homes and offered traditional meals. As part of this hospitality, visitors may be invited to participate in social gatherings where discussions about life, culture, and relationships unfold. It was during these conversations that the traveler began to understand the deeper significance of sexuality within the Himba society, not merely as an act, but as a means of forging connections. Another visitor shared a personal experience that highlighted the agency of Himba women in their relationships. They formed a bond with a Himba woman who expressed her desire to engage in a sexual relationship as a way to explore intimacy and connection. The visitor emphasized that this encounter was consensual and grounded in mutual respect, challenging stereotypes that often depict such interactions as exploited. For this Himba woman, participating in these relationships was not only a choice but also an assertion of her autonomy within her cultural context. Yet another story illustrated the transformative potential of these exchanges. A traveler described how their experience with the Himba altered their perspective on relationships and sexuality. Engaging with women who confidently embraced their desires led to a profound reflection on how cultural norms shape personal identity. This traveler returned home with a renewed appreciation for diverse expressions of love and intimacy, recognizing that these experiences can challenge societal assumptions. While many stories celebrate positive interactions, it is important to acknowledge the complexities involved. Some visitors may struggle with ethical considerations surrounding consent and commodification, questioning whether their presence respects or undermines Himba values. This ongoing dialogue emphasizes the need for sensitivity and understanding when engaging with cultures that differ from one's own. Through these personal narratives, we gain a richer understanding of the Himba tribe's sexual openness and how it fosters connections between individuals from vastly different backgrounds. As we continue exploring this topic, these stories serve as reminders of the power of cross-cultural interactions to reshape perspectives and deepen our appreciation for human diversity. In the Himba tribe, gender roles are defined by a unique cultural framework that emphasizes both the distinct responsibilities of men and women and the empowerment of women within their society. Traditionally, Himba women are tasked with managing the household, caring for children, and overseeing agricultural activities, while men tend to focus on herding livestock and protecting the community. However, these roles are not rigid. Rather, they reflect a system of collaboration where both genders contribute to the tribe's well-being. What sets the Himba apart is how their culture values female agency and autonomy, particularly in matters of sexuality. Women possess considerable freedom to make personal choices about their relationships, including when and with whom they engage intimately. This agency challenges conventional norms often seen in many societies where women's sexual expression is restricted. In the Himba community, sexual relationships can serve as a means of empowerment, allowing women to assert their desires and establish connections in ways that resonate with their cultural identity. The openness towards sexuality among Himba women can also be viewed as a form of social power. Engaging with visitors is not merely transactional. It represents a choice made by women who navigate their desires within a cultural context that embraces communal living. Such interactions can enhance women's status in the eyes of both the tribe and outsiders, showcasing their confidence and control over their own bodies. Furthermore, the matriarchal elements within Himba society highlight women's roles as decision-makers. Elders often play pivotal roles in guiding community affairs, and women's perspectives are valued in discussions about family and resource management. This collective approach promotes a sense of unity and shared responsibility that strengthens social bonds. However, it is essential to recognize that the empowerment experienced by Himba women does not exist in isolation from external influences. The pressures of modernization and tourism can sometimes complicate traditional gender roles. As younger generations engage more with global ideas about gender equality and personal freedom, changes may occur within the tribe regarding how women navigate their identities. As we delve deeper into the dynamics of gender roles within the Himba tribe, we see a rich tapestry of empowerment intertwined with cultural tradition. The resilience and adaptability of Himba women illustrate how they negotiate their identities amid changing societal landscapes, while maintaining their cultural heritage. Understanding this complexity enriches our view of gender roles beyond simplistic binaries, inviting us to appreciate the multifaceted nature of human experiences across cultures. Cultural misunderstandings and stereotypes surrounding the Himba tribe often stem from limited exposure and sensationalized portrayals in media. As visitors arrive seeking to experience the unique customs of the Himba, they may carry preconceived notions shaped by these narratives. The portrayal of Himba women as overly sexualized figures can reduce their rich cultural identity to mere objects of curiosity, undermining the complexity of their lives and traditions. One common stereotype is that the openness of Himba women regarding sexual relationships is indicative of a lack of values or morals. This perception fails to consider the cultural context that informs their practice. For the Himba, sexuality is intertwined with notions of hospitality, social bonding, and personal agency. Engaging in intimate relationships with visitors is not merely about physical interaction. It represents a form of cultural expression and connection that transcends simplistic interpretation. Moreover, outsiders may view the interactions between visitors and Himba women through a lens colored by their own cultural bias. In many Western societies, discussions about sexuality often carry heavy emotional or moral implications, making it difficult for some to understand the more communal and fluid nature of sexual relationships within Himba culture. This disconnect can lead to ethical dilemmas regarding respect and consent, as visitors may inadvertently impose their own values onto a culture that operates on different principles. Another significant misunderstanding relates to the role of women within the tribe. While some narratives may depict Himba women as submissive or entirely defined by their relationships with men, this overlooks their substantial autonomy and influence in decision-making processes within their community. Women play critical roles in maintaining family structures and cultural traditions, empowering them within the broader context of Himba society. These stereotypes not only misrepresent the Himba tribe but also contribute to a broader issue: the commodification of indigenous cultures for tourism. When experiences are marketed in ways that highlight sensational aspects, while neglecting deeper cultural meanings, it perpetuates a cycle of misunderstanding that can be harmful both to the community and to visitors seeking genuine connection. To bridge this gap, it is crucial for travelers to approach their interactions with an open mind and a willingness to learn. Engaging respectfully with Himba culture requires unpacking stereotypes and embracing the complexity of human experience. By fostering dialogue grounded in mutual respect, visitors can contribute positively to cross-cultural understanding while celebrating the richness of diverse traditions. As we move forward, we will continue to explore how these misunderstandings affect relationships between visitors and the Himba tribe, shaping perceptions on both sides. The impact of modernization and tourism on the Himba tribe is a complex phenomenon that brings both opportunities and challenges. As more visitors are drawn to their unique culture, the Himba have found themselves navigating a landscape where traditional practices intersect with global influence. This interaction can lead to significant changes in their way of life, particularly concerning gender roles, economic activities, and cultural expression. Tourism has introduced new economic opportunities for the Himba, presenting them with the chance to share their culture with outsiders and gain financial benefit. For some women, engaging with visitors, whether through cultural performances, crafts, or even intimate relationships, can provide a source of income and a degree of financial independence. This shift allows some Himba women to assert their autonomy in ways that resonate with their values, while also adapting to new economic realities. However, the influx of tourists also poses challenges. With increased visibility comes the risk of cultural commodification. As aspects of Himba life are packaged for consumption by outsiders,
there is a danger that deeper cultural meanings may be lost. The portrayal of Himba women as sexualized figures can overshadow their true identities, reducing them to stereotypes rather than allowing their voices and stories to be heard. This commodification can create tension within the community as members grapple with how to maintain their cultural integrity while participating in a global marketplace. Modernization also influences social structures within the tribe. Younger generations are exposed to different ideas about gender roles and personal freedoms through interactions with tourists and access to information technology. While this exposure can empower young Himba women to advocate for their rights and desires, it may also lead to generational conflicts regarding traditional practices and expectations. Furthermore, the pressures of modernization can challenge the communal aspects that have historically defined Himba society. As individuals seek personal gain through tourism-related activities, there may be a shift away from collective values that prioritize family and community cohesion. Balancing these emerging individual aspirations with traditional communal responsibilities becomes essential for maintaining social harmony. As we delve deeper into this topic, it is crucial to recognize that the relationship between modernization, tourism, and the Himba tribe is not one-dimensional. It embodies a dynamic interplay where empowerment and exploitation coexist. By fostering respectful engagement and understanding the multifaceted impact of these changes, both visitors and the Himba community can work towards creating meaningful connections that honor cultural heritage while embracing new possibilities in an evolving world. Ethical considerations surrounding interactions between visitors and the Himba tribe are paramount in ensuring respectful and meaningful exchanges. As tourism increases, it becomes crucial to navigate these encounters with sensitivity, recognizing the complexities involved in cross-cultural relationships, particularly regarding sexuality and personal agency. One of the primary ethical concerns revolves around consent. Visitors must understand that engaging in intimate relationships with Himba women requires clear communication and mutual agreement. In many cases, tourists may enter these interactions with preconceived notions shaped by cultural biases or stereotypes. It is essential to approach these experiences without assumptions, acknowledging that Himba women possess their own desires and boundaries. This respect for individual autonomy empowers women to make informed choices about their bodies and relations. Another critical aspect is the potential for exploitation. The allure of the Himba's sexual openness can lead some visitors to view interactions as transactional rather than relational. Such an approach risks commodifying the experiences of Himba women, reducing them to mere objects of curiosity or conquest. This dynamic can undermine the dignity of individuals involved, perpetuating a cycle of misunderstanding and disrespect. Therefore, it is vital for visitors to engage with humility and recognize the humanity of those they encounter, treating them as equals rather than as subjects of fascination. Cultural sensitivity is also a key consideration. The Himba tribe has its own values, customs, and social norms that shape their understanding of relationships and sexuality. Visitors must strive to learn about these cultural frameworks before engaging with the community. Understanding the significance of sexual relationships within Himba culture can foster respectful dialogue, allowing for genuine connections that transcend superficial interactions. Moreover, there is a responsibility to reflect on the broader implications of tourism on indigenous culture. While economic opportunities stemming from tourism can benefit the Himba community, they can also lead to cultural erosion if not approached thoughtfully. Visitors should be mindful of how their presence impacts local traditions and seek ways to support sustainable practices that honor the tribe's heritage. Ultimately, ethical engagement with the Himba people requires a commitment to mutual respect, open dialogue, and cultural understanding. By prioritizing these principles, visitors can contribute positively to cross-cultural interactions, while fostering an environment where both parties can learn from one another. As we continue exploring this topic, we will delve into how ethical considerations shape the dynamics between visitors and the Himba tribe, reinforcing the importance of compassion and understanding in all human connection. As we conclude our exploration of the Himba tribe and their cultural practices surrounding sexuality, It is essential to reflect on the complexities and nuances that define this unique community. The women of the Himba tribe embody a striking blend of traditional values and modern influence. Their openness towards sexuality serves as both a means of cultural expression and a tool for empowerment, challenging conventional notions of gender and relation. Throughout our discussion, we have seen how historical contexts, societal structures, and external influences shape the realities of Himba women. These individuals navigate a complex landscape where tourism offers opportunities for economic independence, while simultaneously posing risks of cultural commodification and misunderstanding. The narratives shared by visitors highlight the potential for meaningful connections, but also underscore the need for ethical engagement rooted in respect and cultural sensitivity. It is vital to recognize that interactions with the Himba should extend beyond surface-level experience. Genuine engagement requires a commitment to understanding their customs, values, and the significance that sexuality holds within their cultural framework. By fostering dialogue that honors these aspects, visitors can contribute positively to the preservation of Himba traditions, while benefiting from the richness of cross-cultural exchange. Moreover, our exploration has illuminated the importance of challenging stereotypes and preconceived notions that often cloud perceptions of indigenous culture. The Himba tribe is not defined solely by their sexual practices. They are a vibrant community with deep-rooted traditions, rich histories, and diverse identities. Understanding this complexity fosters greater empathy and appreciation for their way of life. As we move forward, it is crucial to approach cultural tourism with an open mind, recognizing the responsibilities that come with it. Visitors must strive to engage in ways that empower rather than exploit, ensuring that their presence is respectful and considerate of local customs. By doing so, they can help create a more equitable space for dialogue and understanding. In reflection, the lessons learned from the Himba tribe remind us of the beauty found in diversity and the value of human connection across culture. As we navigate an increasingly interconnected world, let us carry forward the principles of respect, empathy, and curiosity. In doing so, we not only honor the Himba people but also enrich our own lives through shared experiences that celebrate our differences, while recognizing our shared humanity.